Totally. I think, one, let me just say that some of the tweets that you've been sharing, Christian, has been like really they've created a lot of thought. I mean, some things you shared along the lines of the that this era that we live in is so content rich that it's overwhelming. It can be suffocating. And so I would say like a platform like Twitter, it gives you the tools so that you can decrease the noise. And I think that's one of the key things entering an environment like that. You have to start with cutting things off. You have to start off with like lowering your following list. People that you're actually following, like just cut that by, a third or even more than that. You also have to really capitalize on tools like creating lists. So one of the things that I do personally is I through the interactions and conversations, I've come across people that I want to continue to invest in their work. Like I want to know what they're doing. I want to have conversations about things that they bring up. So I created a list called like my minimum viable like list of people. And it's a list of maybe like 15 people, 20 people that come off. And sometimes I take people off, but sometimes they come on and sometimes they're off. But essentially, if I touch social media, I'm just looking at that list, and interacting with that small group of 20, 15 people. And then of course, if I'm up for it, I'll go in and go on my front page and just see what's going on generally. But one of the key things is just that internal commitment to keep your world small. And I'll say that, man, there are definitely negative noises. One of the things that I've learned, especially with some of the tweet threads that I sent out, is that there are very few people that I call them therapists who hate therapists. There are very few of them, but they're loud. They're loud. And I think one of the things that you just have to be postured for is just being willing to say, hey, I'm blocking, access just because I choose my freedom over the fear of these few loud people,